So back again, and it just goes deep. Like when it comes to doing these love rituals, because you just never know what the other person's intentions are when it comes to doing these love rituals, because it's not authentic. It's clearly by force. Someone's forcing someone to fall in love with somebody. It's kind of like a spiritual kidnap. You're doing things without the person's consent to get them to be madly in love with you. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I always felt like doing like a love spell on somebody is some emotional manipulation. You know, you doing all these rituals and you trying to get this person to love you. And there's people who go deep and they hire people to do serious work, to do serious rituals that I won't disclose on this video. But you know, it just goes deep, because when it comes down to it, you're going against the divine, because you don't know what the divine had in plan for this person, and you're just you're emotionally manipulating somebody when it comes to like doing these type of things. And I'm not judging. This is just my opinion on it. I always thought, you know, they always glamorized love rituals as something good, but to be honest with you, I think love rituals aren't good. I think they're just as worse as doing like a hex. You know, it's kind of like hexing someone. You're forcing someone to love you that you don't have the courage to go up to and speak to. So I'm just talking about this because I've been thinking about this for some reason. Like, you know, like when it comes down to it, like you should have the courage to speak up to somebody, to speak to somebody authentically, instead of, you know, putting them on a doll or something like that, and you know, doing some type of dark manifestation, or whatever you think manifestation is. I'm not trying to say anything to make someone feel like a certain way. So when it comes down to it, ground yourself and know what you're getting into, because it goes deep. It goes really deep, and you want to make sure that when you be in a relationship with somebody, you make sure that you know they're who they are, because it can go deep, like really deep, when it comes to like these rituals. It comes to even astral projection too. Like when you're giving someone your energy, these individuals can go into your dreams. They can monitor you in your dream, in a dream state, depending on how powerful the sorcerer is. When it comes down to it, they can come into your dreams and they can manipulate you. They can send you some false dreams. They can send you false dreams, pretending that, you know, that they're this good person, but really deep down inside they got this mask on, and they're trying to manipulate you into being with them. You know, so like, you just have to be careful who you give your energy to, because when it comes down to it, it depends on like how crazy this person is. Because when someone is in sorcery and they have a little bit of power, there's a lot of ego behind it. And if this person believes that you don't deserve to be with that person, they're gonna break up you guys so they can get you to fall in love with them, because they love you and they're not happy with you. See, it goes deep. And these individuals want to do what they believe, that they're God or goddesses. They believe that they can do whatever they want because they have the power for manifestation. But sometimes, you know, everything has divine timing, and maybe those two people are meant to be together, but you're sitting there manipulating these energies, chaotic, and you want to be with this person, and this person is in divine union with someone else, and you're going against God, or you're going against Source, or you're going against the universe, or you're going against Allah, Buddha, whatever you think. But I'm just saying, like, you gotta know this person in and out, because if you create a soul tie with this sorcerer, this person isn't gonna stop, depending on how in love this person is. But it goes really deep. It goes really deep down. You know, when you give someone your energy, sometimes it's very challenging in life to take it back. It could take like years. It could take years to get that back. So when it comes down to it, it's better for you to understand that you have to be spiritually like guided, because these people, they will come in your life and they will sit there and they will try to find ways into doing things to block your manifestations. You know, a lot of stuff can go on. You know, you don't know how crazy these sorcerers are, because when it comes down to it, it's just between you and them, and you don't know like how powerful this person is and who this person knows. Because if you spend your time investing your energy into someone that is in this lifestyle, it can get pretty chaotic. So I'm just telling you this because you just have to really like be aware of who you hang out with, because these people, they don't care. They don't care. They will do whatever they can to get whatever they want. And I'm just saying this because these things has happened to people I know, and I'm not sitting here making up a fairy tale story because Disney says, you know, take a bite of the apple and see what happens. Or, you know, this isn't a fairy tale. This is real life. You know, you're playing with somebody's life. You don't know if these people have kids or, you know, just doing whatever. It's better for you to sit there and focus on yourself, focus on your family, focus on your friends, you know, just giving new energy to random people, because you just never know how people are. These people will sit there and try to sabotage connections, and when it comes down to it, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And just be careful out there. And I'm not sitting here trying to force you who to talk to and force you who not to talk to, because nowadays we live in a society where people practice this stuff is the norm. You can go on TikTok, you can go on YouTube, you can go on Instagram, and people are just freely talking about this stuff. And they're even giving out rituals on the internet. I mean, it's what it is. You know, you could go on YouTube and just find rituals like that. So, like, you just got to be careful who you give your energy to. Who you give your energy to, what you do, where you go. Because you always got to be protected by something. Because if you walk around this world unprotected, you will be easily checked out. Easily. You know, if you go in this world thinking that you don't have no divine protection from nothing, you're not protected, you're not grounded, you don't have nothing. You just have yourself. Sadly mistaken. Good luck. But you know, you can't tell people what to do. They know everything, so it is what it is. And that's really it. You know, ground yourself and make sure that you're selective on who you allow in your life, because these type of people will do whatever they can to get whatever they want. And it goes deep with these love rituals. These love rituals can get really dark, and you honestly don't know how these people will react. You don't know how psychotic they are, because they're a lot of people who practice these type of practices go in with personality issues and control issues. You know, maybe this person was bullied in school, so they start practicing these practices, and they think that they can do whatever they want, and they can hurt people if they say something wrong to them or they do stuff wrong to them. I mean, so when it comes to energy work, you know, energy is everything. So take what resonates and leave the rest. This information isn't for everyone. So if you think that, or you're against what I'm saying, I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna talk. And I honestly feel that you should be grounded and you should protect yourself at all times, because you just never know who you're working around, who you're talking to when you go out in public, or you never know if that person had a bad day, or just be careful. Just be careful out here in this world. Like, there's people that don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about your family. They will do whatever you can. This stuff goes really deep. This stuff goes deep. And, you know, it's not always unicorn and rainbows. Take off those rose-colored glasses. Understand that not everybody has the best intentions for you. Some people that come in your life don't want to see you make it. Some people just watch the people who are clapping with you and laughing at you or with you. So just take what resonates and just leave the rest. Stay blessed, stay protected, stay grounded, and always know that the divine God, the creator, has your back. And always stay blessed and grounded. So that's it.